Well, you hear here first, ladies and gentlemen. We all think the Cavs are going to lose.
Oh, now you think. Look at Cortez changing his mind.
Well, Golden State did that, and
you know what Cortez's prediction of the Cavs was?
What's that?
It was soft.
All right, before on the series, before we go, Muhammad Ali passed away this week.
He wasn't soft.
He was not soft, and I want to get y'all guys' opinions. I know y'all older than me and know a little bit more about Muhammad Ali than I do. Talk about what he meant.
Look here, his mama called him Clay. I called him Clay.
So, talk a little bit about Muhammad Ali or Cassius.
Let CL go first.
Go ahead, CL.
What I'll just say is you can put Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Peyton Manning, and ball them all together, and they still wouldn't be able to climb the mountain that was Muhammad Ali. They don't make them like him anymore. What's the word I'm looking for? Good Lord. He simply didn't give a fuck. Okay? He said what he had to say. He did what he had to do. And be damned the consequences. He did not care. And he did it for all the right reasons. Was everything perfect? No. But the reasons behind the motives were right. I saw him, of course, in his advanced age. One of the highlights of my life was seeing him light the Olympic torch in Atlanta, which was just amazing because no one knew it was going to be him. But yeah, he was a mountain of a man.
He was the epitome of a culture in which, in a point of time in which the country was completely divided on black-white issues with the Vietnam War. Muhammad Ali took it upon himself when it was time to be drafted to say, I'm not going and fighting a war for a country that can't even get itself right now. People looked at it as he was dodging the draft. People looked at it as he was just trying to get out of not fighting. The man was already a celebrity as it was. They weren't going to send him over there to fight. They were going to use him as a cornerstone to be like, hey, this guy. He did not want to be a promotional tool for a war that they want us to go take care of something back home, can send all these people to the front lines, but everything ain't all right in our own house. That we still have problems that are happening there. But he was putting it upon himself a heavy burden because he knew what was going to come at him. But he did it for something he thought, and a lot of people around him thought was for the greater good. But as far as his in-ring talent and everything he done out there, he was a pro wrestler. Boxing is what he was. He even credited himself. In an interview, he said he watched the original Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers, come to the ring and say, I'm pretty. And he said, I took it. He said, I stole it from that man. He goes, I put that upon myself because that's what I wanted to use. He goes, I just didn't want to be a boxer. I wanted to be an entertainer. First and foremost, that's what he did was entertain. But he could back it up whenever he got into the ring. But I always remember Muhammad Ali as that guy that entertained us all. But you saw him later on in his life fight a disease for 30 years. Fought Parkinson's for 30 years. And was still able to make people smile, make people laugh. Still was able to buzz them jokes on people. Still was arguably the GOAT of boxing. No one can touch him. No one can come close to doing the things that he did in and out of the ring. And for that, he influenced a lot of people and a lot of generations that came after him. And he will be always forgotten, and he'll be always remembered. And he'll always be probably, arguably, the greatest, not only boxer, but one of the greatest athletes that America has ever had.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali, too young to remember.
Plus, he was pretty. He was so pretty.
Some of his boxing fights, but what he meant to the civil rights movement and everything that he did. Very outspoken individual, and said what was on his mind, like CL said, and he meant a lot. I can't really add what Kevin did. Kevin covered it very well, and he would be missed. And in the sports world, and he's always one of those legends that you like keep up on and everything like that. And a guy who has a lot of quotes out there too. So, but like I said, all in all, what he did, his company, what he did in and out the ring, speaks for themselves. And my condolences to him and his family. For the loss, but yes, he is definitely one of the greatest to ever do it. And rest in peace, Muhammad Ali, and thanks for the memories. All right, so we
He's pretty.
He pretty.
He's so pretty.
All right, so
George Foreman, I'm gonna knock your big, goofy, ugly. Look at your face. George Foreman look like a walking gorilla. Look at him. Look at him.
Kevin putting out all the stops here. All right, well, let's wrap this bad boy up.
Everybody had a Muhammad Ali impression.
Yes.
Even white people had a Muhammad Ali impression.
Yes. All right, let's close this bad boy up. Make sure you stay tuned for me and Kevin during the week. Try to do some more of this stuff, and we'll try to do a recap of probably the...
We'll probably be recapping the finals in no time soon.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But you can follow the podcast page on Twitter. Go to @BallsNotCourt. You can find me at @CP.
Kevin C2415.
See y'all, give me your Twitter, sir.
At Hardwood Nation.
Awesome.
That was easy enough.
Easy enough.
You can tell he's kind of getting back into the mode of doing it.
Make sure you do visit.
Look, I told Kevin this last week. I thought it was still 2014. I've been in exile for 2 years. My bad. When the Spurs beat, I went into hiding, man. That was a shellacking.
It's all good, man. Well, welcome back, nonetheless, CL.
You want to tell him welcome back. I welcomed him back already.
His expertise on this show from time to time has been missed, so it gives another voice.
His expertise only rivals one other person on this show. I'm not saying who it is.
Kevin over here tuning his own horn, so.
Hey, beat.
So, he's been spot on this playoff run.
Yeah, he has. So
it's been crazy, and now that Twitter group is really, really quiet.
You can go to.
Yeah, I'm calling y'all out. What?
You can go to Podomatic.
Oh, speaking of the Twitter group, Michael just put something in there.
Yeah, we're gonna go check it out.
He probably would put up one of them stupid Cavs thing, thinking they're actually going to win again.
So here we go. Brian is moving to power forward. Jefferson, I guess, is going to play the small forward.
Look, the only way Jefferson being in the game is any good if the lights are shining right off his head and try to blind somebody while they're shooting a three-pointer.
Well, I will drop this nugget. He's the biggest closet case in the NBA, but you haven't heard that from me.
Oh. Oh, man.
He's pretty. He's so pretty. Oh,
little CL nugget there.
Got him. All right. Well, make sure you check out the podcast content on Podomatic. Go to cp.podomatic.com. We're on iTunes, TuneIn Radio,
put it
Stitcher.
this way, you don't want him putting together anybody's drawers.
Oh, Lord. iHeartRadio. We're on Spreaker. We're on Windows.
Try not to smile, Cortez.
And we're on
Try not to laugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're on Google Play. We will be on the Android market. That's been approved today after a long...
We got our own app!
We are on Google Play. So I did... It was after months of trying to figure it out.
Hold on. We got our own app?
We don't got our own app, but we're on the Google Play Android market now. So now you can get the podcast on the Android market now.
That means we got our own app.
I don't know. See, you know Android better than I do now because you got an Android phone.
Well, if obviously if you're in the Play Store,
yes.
You have to type in our name,
yes,
and we'll pop up.
We will.
That means we got an app.
What Kevin said, we got our own app. I'm not going to say that, but we're on the Google Play market.
Are we on it right now?
It's still processing.
Oh, well, damn it. I can't look it up, and you made me get off of WWE Network. Son of a bitch.
So, we're on Google Play. We're still expanding. So, that was a battle that I was trying to battle for the past 2 months. email the Podomatic. They were like, just update your email in the
So
iTunes
now
section.
when they ask where we can go, I can tell them we have an app for that.
Yes.
All right, look at that.
All right.
I have an app.
We're moving on up.
No, we have an app. Seattle's had an app forever.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Now we have an app.
Yes.
Awesome.
Ha!
App
that. We need to charge.
I was going to have.
I'm broke.
I was going to have Steve on the show to talk about his satellite camp visit. He actually used our credentials to get into the.
Screw that asshole!
To get in the camp. He,
Didn't even invite a brother.
So
or a cracker.
He's gonna come on. I'm gonna get him on here, and he's gonna talk about his experience. He's as you know, he just slob over meeting Jim Harbaugh, but nonetheless, he did go around the camp and talk to some of the players and the coaches and everything like that. So it was a cool experience, and so now Kevin knows that if he wants to go attend that, just reach out to the right people and say, hey, we have a podcast, and boom, we're in there.
And
So once we get to the Super Bowl, I know you can pay a certain amount of fee to get in. That's like $50 to get in there to go on Super Bowl and do Super Bowl media day. So
what Super Bowl we going to?
it's not anyone nearby, but yeah, I'm just saying. But you
I'm
can.
not going nowhere. I'm not going to Minnesota.
But you can buy a press pass for like $25 or $50 and get in there and ask questions. So that's something we have to partake in the future one time. So nonetheless, we got basketball in about 25 minutes. And
Oh my God, they playing at 9 o'clock again?
Yeah, they're playing. I thought it was playing at 8 since they're gonna be, but they still doing it at 9. So I guess we're on the East Coast and we're still playing at 9. Whatever. All right. Well, you got anything else to add, Kevin?
It gives all the Cleveland fans that much longer time to mope.
You just like kicking Ohio fans, don't you?
I'll say it once. I'll say it again. I do not like Ohio.
Oh, Lord.
None of Ohio.
There goes our one fan Toledo.
I don't care if you listen to the podcast in Ohio. I do not like that state.
Way to take off our fan in Toledo, man.
Okay. I like Kansas.
I'm Jay. Shout out Wichita once again. They just getting shout out again. So.
I don't like OHI.
Gotcha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that should wrap it up. Speaking for Mr. Kevin
They
Carter.
have a bunch of people that lie about heart conditions there.
All right, speaking for Kevin Carter.
And not cheating on their wives.
CL Anthony, Cortez Paul, Balls Not Court podcast. Game night, everybody. Enjoy your evening.
You sucker!